Oh, excuse me. Hello, Adam Troy here. Adventures in Paradise, and I have the hiccups, so that'll be fun to listen to. Two. I hate the hiccups. If anybody's got a good remedy for that, please let me know what it is in the comments below. Today we're going to talk about immigration. A simple thing I'd like to say about immigration from South America. That is going to be controversial, and then we will talk about Canada and becoming the 51st state and what that looks like and how the Canadian politicians are playing right into Trump's hand. All right, let's begin. Now, I am an American and I live in this area here, right up in this area of the world. Great Lakes, great spot, Midwest. And everyone that is an American citizen, pretty much without fail, if you're born in America, you lived in America, you graduated from high school, or you got a GED in order to work and have any kind of job, really, full-time employment. After that, most of us are educated in college of some sort, a junior college, a trade school, or a four-year college. That is all of us for the most part. You definitely, I have rarely met, and I don't think I've ever met an American citizen that didn't graduate high school or have a GED. I only know one person in my life that has a GED that I am personal friends with over my whole life. I'm 53 years old. Now, Mexico, Brazil, Guatemala, Honduras, all these countries, Brazil especially. And I'll tell you how I know this, and this is going to be controversial. Most of the people down in these areas are lucky to graduate or have an 8th grade education. If they go on further than that, their parents pay for it, and they're well-to-do. And those people end up having high school diplomas and have chances for trade schools and college and stuff like that. But that is not the majority. It is the minority. The vast majority has less than an 8th grade education. So when they get up here, they have no hopes of passing a GED without years of schooling to do it. You have to have a base for math and science, and it also in history, and this is our culture. And you cannot assimilate people that have less than an 8th grade education into your society. Now everyone's like, oh, that's BS. No, you don't know that. I've never heard that. Well, no one would ever tell you this. And no one would necessarily ever know this unless you're married to a South American. And you have discussions when you travel over there about the poverty and why things are the way they are. And what you should believe when someone talks to you. Like down here, I have been told that you shouldn't believe everything everyone tells you. Well, I'll tell you what, from up here, shit is done on a handshake and your word. That's how it works in America. It's not there's a lot of contracts and lawyers, but basically business is done I can get that done for this. Great. Boom. The handshake is made. It's over. The lawyers, that's something else. This down here, the handshake is no good. It's corruption from the cop to the top. And everyone that you're dealing with is trying to scratch a nickel because of lack of education and opportunity based on that. All right, we're moving on. So this is why the cultures will never mix real well until there's an education system put in place until you're 18 years old with a proper history lesson. This is why, Canada, we would like you to become the 51st state, which is funny because who would ever thought that in 2023, or Greenland for that matter? Greenland, these dudes are there's 50,000 of them. They're the Arabs. They're going to be gazillionaires. Man, if I'm you, Greenland, I don't know if I take statehood. I definitely become a province of us and pay taxes and let these people explore the resources you have and pay you a percentage. And you are all rich. Rich. Money. Lots of money. You ever watch, what's that? His name's Mala. He's a real estate investor. He is hilarious. Big fat dude. Smokes cigarettes. Buying stuff down in Florida. How you make money. So, in regards to Canada, we subsidize you to the tune of $200 billion a year. You numbnuts up there in Canada have decided to take that money and invest it into paying more government workers. Your infrastructure sucks. Your base infrastructure, you're looking at it. You're looking at the American highway system, the interstate highway system in America. And that was built back in the 40s, 50s. And this is what Canada has developed for their their coast to coast highway system. You start getting up into here, I'm sure Yellowknife's got roads, but I don't think they go far. Oh, okay, there's a highway right up in here. And then that's about it. So anyway, the development of Canada hasn't taken place. They've fallen under, the Green Deal, which doesn't make any power. We need, the world and people are in the future is going to take absorbent amounts of energy that we can make cleanly now, and we need to. I can see when these moratoriums were put into place, things were not being done cleanly. And, politics back then, they needed to clean things up possibly, but now things are different. The technology is here. We can do it cleanly. It's time to open things up. It's time to develop your country. Time for you to stop wasting your money. And I think Alberta and Saskatchewan are definitely down with that. They're tired of the waste of Ontario. And now I see British Columbia that might be coming on board as well. And that's a great thing, because I think a major issue we have, Canada, with you, and why these tariffs really won't get put out of existence until Vancouver's ports stop accepting the Chinese drugs and then distributing them down into the United States, or having them hubbed in Alberta or Saskatchewan and being shipped down. I don't know how all that works, but that is what's going on. And Our border security sucks because of it, and if you guys can't do it, then let us, because it's killing 300,000 of our people a year, and that is why you won't be able to cut a deal with us, Canada. So if 300,000 of your citizens were being injured by something economically, we would stop using it. So we need you to help us with the ports. But what will happen instead is the liberal banking clan up there that doesn't allow any of our banking to take place up in there, along with the European banking clans in Brussels, they will make the Canadian people pay to make the orange man suffer. The problem that you have, though, is we won't suffer. All the goods you provide, we'll just get elsewhere. So what? We'll pay a couple bucks more. Or maybe we won't. But for sure you will be paying a lot more for everything. And then they're going to want to tax you a lot more than they already have. And it's going to be untenable. And that is the plan. Because your government is feckless and been ineffective and has done the wrong thing. And they won't be able to respond correctly to what's going to happen. And you all are smart people. You'll be able to make 2 columns, positives and negatives. And when you look at the United States, it's a whole lot more positive than negative. Actually, it transforms your life and your family's lives into potential versus stagnation and gloom. So we all know which way it'll fall. It's just when and how fast. My guess is this is going to go on for a couple years until it becomes untenable for a good portion of the Canadians. They will hold succession votes, and then after they have succeeded, then maybe they'll start dealing with the United States about if they want to become territories or states, or what the advantages of that are. I don't know, but it'll be interesting, and I look forward to having y'all as American citizens, proud Canadians. You can join our Olympic team. Don't worry about it.